2020. Yeah. Okay, so um, this video is a banned Uber and Lyft video. Don't drive for Uber and Lyft, okay? Save your fucking, listen to me. Save your fucking vehicle. Save your fucking time, your pride, your everything. You can go above and beyond for these companies, honey, and customers can easily, do you hear me? Easily say, oh, I think my driver was under the influence just to get a fucking free trip. And guess what happens to you? As the driver who goes above and beyond, it don't matter about your star rating, trust me. It don't matter about your star rating. It don't matter about how many compliments you get on both platforms. None of that matters, okay? Because a customer can easily say, oh, I think my driver is under the influence and get a free fucking ride. You know what I'm saying? Well, with Uber is going to pay the driver regardless, but your account will still get deactivated. But Lyft, on the other hand, they take that money from the driver and they refund the trip. And guess what? These customers know that, oh, if I make up this lie, then I can get my money back. Most of the times when customers make up these accusations, it's because they willingly took a surge trip. Okay, they willingly, because they know that nobody's gonna pick them up during certain times. So like, I'm in the DFW area, right? And so this weekend has been surging crazy because guess what? It's pandemic. Okay, it's a pandemic right now, and most drivers is not out in the DFW area driving, which it's common sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? You steer clear from all of the bullshit that driving for Uber and Lyft has never been. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I've been with the companies for years, and it's a waste of time. It's a waste of your vehicles. You will go through vehicles. It's a waste of all of that. It's a waste, mainly your pride, okay? Because these companies, when people lie and say, oh, I think my driver was under the influence or whatever the case may be, these people will not, they'll say they're investigating, so they'll put you on a 2-day, 48-hour deactivation or whatever. And guess what? They say they really trying to investigate, but they don't. Because real investigation will consist of you asking drivers to take a drug test. And drivers like myself, we don't mind paying to take a drug test to prove that we wasn't under the influence or whatever. But they don't do that. So in the game of Uber and Lyft, if you don't report first, then guess what? You on a losing spectrum. And if you don't know there's a problem, how the fuck can you report? Okay? So this weekend in the DFW area, it was booming. Everywhere was surging. And gut was telling me don't drive, okay? Because one of my dash cameras broke. So I ordered a different one. I ordered a new one, okay? And all of a sudden, Monday morning at like 5 something, once I make it home, I get a message through the Uber app saying that, oh, a customer said that they suspect their driver was under the influence. But here's the thing. Here's what kills me with Uber is that they don't. I guess everything is like automated. It's a computer or whatever the case may be. So they really don't investigate. You know, you have drivers that's really willing to prove their sobriety. You have drivers who's like, hey, here's the thing. I'm willing to take a drug test. I'm willing to, do everything I have to do, okay, to prove that I wasn't under the influence. Yet, they believe, I don't know what it is, but Uber think they're invincible. Lyft think they're invincible. They feel like that drivers just not gonna challenge them. You have these entitled ass customers who want filet mignon with Roman noodles money. It just don't fucking add up. And me, who's been doing this for 6 years, I'm done. I'm done. I am done. Do you fucking hear me? I am done. I cannot. Okay? My pride will not allow me to deal with another entitled fucking customer. And I'm not gonna even play the race card, but in Texas, baby, I was born and raised in Chicago. We don't racist shit we never had to deal with. I was raised on the north side, okay? But honestly, I'm gonna be real. I thought racism was like a thing from the past. I thought racism was like something from the history books until I moved to Texas. Honey, these motherfuckers down here so racist. It's ridiculous. And they will easily make up that type of lie because they willingly, do you hear me? Willingly pay for a search trip. And guess what happens if they report first? Uber driver is out. And if you don't know there's a problem, how would you report them? Okay? How? And guess what? Uber's not gonna protect you. I don't give a fuck how much money you make them. If you work full time, you making these bitches thousands of dollars in a week. Okay? Maybe $1,000 in a week. Okay? In the 6 years, I've watched them drop the rates maybe 10 times. They drop the rates for us, the drivers, not the passengers, okay? You find Uber making more off a trip. At this point, they making about 40 to 50% of your income. They increase the rates on the passenger side, but only to accommodate Uber or to accommodate Lyft. It's a waste of time. Don't give. See, here's the thing. Don't give your fucking all to these companies who think you so replaceable. Okay? Don't do it. Because at the end of the day, you find yourself investing in a company who's continuing to say fuck you. Okay? And then these customers, they know I can say, oh, I instead of me waiting for the Thursday, and they know that they can use that, oh, I think my driver was under the influence option as a way to get a free fucking trip. Now, common sense would tell you that if somebody felt like a driver was under the fucking influence, they would immediately cancel the trip and call the police. Because it's not about you at this point. It's about every other customer after you. You will try to protect that, okay? But none of them do that. None of them who use that, oh, I think my driver was under the influence option. None of them call the police. None of them even call Uber right then and there. Okay, none of them. None of them call. They let you complete a trip. Do you hear me? They let you complete a trip, okay? Get them to their destination safe and sound. And then they use that option. Oh, I think my driver was under the influence. And what do Uber do? What do Lyft do? They believe them. But guess what? Your well is starting to run dry, baby. Your well is starting to run dry, baby. Because you got California, you got all of these countries, these cities, these states that's coming after y'all bitch asses. Do you fucking hear me? They coming after y'all bitch asses because y'all think y'all above the law. That's number one. Number one, you have these customers thinking feeling like they should have filet mignon with Roman noodle money. And that shit don't add up. It will never add up. How the fuck do you feel you so entitled that you can scam the system? And guess what? Guess what, babe? Guess what, babe? On the Uber platform, the driver get paid regardless. Bitch, the driver get paid